Our town, a grand and equal community where all ponies felt like they truly belonged. Although it was a small town, it surely would have grown significantly. That is, if it weren't for the downfall of my town, of your town, of our town.
Heads high, ponies, marching proud. All together now, every one of you. No pony left behind. Life is so grand in our town. We're always filled with cheer. We never have to look around to know that we're all here. We don't have to wait to find out that our destiny is just to emulate. Let's see those big happy smiles. Life is a smile in our town. Our cutie marks the same because we do not separate ourselves by more than name. It's our town, it's our town. We dare not compete. Winning only breeds the worst. Ego-filled conceit. You see, now every pony wins. Life is a joy in our town. We're all equal here. No one is superior, and no one shakes in fear. It's our town, it's our town. We work as a team. You can't have a nightmare if you never dream.
The temporary MLP server was started on the 17th of October, 2016. It was a place for horse fags to play, build, meme, and rape. There truly were no boundaries. One of these fags had a little more in mind. Starlight Glimmer, a man with a plan. The plan for equality. Glim started a small town, but held big expectations for the future. Not long after the town's founding, Twist came to join. He stemmed from the Magic Lake Party faction to the east. Wanting in on some of that equality action, Twist joined in a heartbeat. The building of Twist's home begun, and the little town was starting to take flight. Allies were made with Solar Lake, which held members such as Jep and Christo. Things really were looking well for our town. Later down the line, Treek joins the server to find his house absolutely fucked and his faction empty. Alone and not knowing what to do, Glim asks him to join. Excited at the aspect of equality, Tree joins, making it a community of 3. Glim, Tree, and Twist were all happy, living among one another, building their houses, exchanging jokes and memes. But a storm was brewing. This storm was the X-ray. Fags all over the server complained about the X-ray being used, forcing the owner, Jimmy, to search for an anti-cheat. Back at our town, the community was still at work, enjoying themselves. Memes were strong, and glorious turnips were cherished. Then, the anti-cheat was added, and everything was fucked. Glim could no longer jump. Tree was stuck in an infinite loop of being kicked whilst falling from his roof, and Twist couldn't climb. The server was grounded. Jimmy got his jimmies rustled when the community complained about the absolute shitage. A little later, the problem was, for the most part, fixed, but under all the commotion, some tension was forming. Our town was growing. Twists was getting real deep in the basement, and Glim was tending to his farms. Tree was assigned his first real task from Glim to create a note-block symphony that would play the Our Town tune. Tree was talking to Glim when it happened. A loud explosion was heard from the other side of the street. The back of Twist's house had been destroyed. Outraged, the ponies began to try and figure out what had caused this. It turned out to be Chris. Not knowing this, they decided to blame it on the anti-cheat and move on. But everyone was still nervous, keeping their eyes out. After a while of working, another explosion sounded. Everyone ran to find the source of the sound. Our friends from Solar Lake joined us. The front of Glim's house was fucked. But this time, someone had seen it. And this explosion hadn't been Chris. Tree recounted that the TNT appeared out of nowhere, quote unquote, scaring the shit out of him. It couldn't be the anti-cheat. They began to realize this, but could a TNT cannon truly reach this far? Suspicions were arising. Was the owner fucking with them? Would he go that far? Glim appointed a wall to be made, one that
must look cozy from the inside, but keep us safe.
Twist got to work on the wall. The townspeople went to their duties, and the note blocks were coming along nicely. But then, another attack. It was the library. Cack. What's with libraries and getting blown up? Some time had passed, and progress was being made when a fourth onslaught of explosions was heard. 3 blasts were sounded, and everyone rushed to see what had been damaged. Tree's house had been raped in the alleyway. At this point, the community was furious. Who was doing it? It had to be the owner. Tree drew up a sketch of what he suspected the culprit looked like. The group cautiously returned to their duties, feeling a little down. That was when the note-block song was finished. The song filled the town with burning patriotism. Spirits were rekindled until another attack was made. The wall Twist had been working tirelessly on was the victim. The ponies checked the horizon for any TNT weaponry, yet there was no sign of a cannon. It had to be the owner, Jimmy Demon Claw. Unsure of what to do, the group began repairing the wall. Chris and Jeff stuck around, keeping a lookout and providing moral support. Even Frenchie had come to comfort the town in its time of need as well. Another explosion. It was Glim's house once more. That's when they decided it was time to make a plan.
What is Nickelodeon Gak? Gak, gak, gak. It's gak, gak, gak. The incredible squishable. It's squashable, squeezable. It's stretchable, bounceable. It's ploppable, palpable stuff. It's gak, gak, gak. Are you feeling it? Gag attack! It's gak, gak, gak. You smush it, twist it, it's bubble it, mix it, make wacky gag sounds. It's gak, gak. Are you feeling it? Nickelodeon Gak. Gak pack sold separately. It's gak, gak, gak.
They proceeded to concoct a master plan, one with shit names. But for now, they would just fuck around. Shenanigans ensued for the next hour. Shenanigans ensued for the next hour. Raunchy horse sex and fire, explosions and nerd poles. Jep begging for blood, wanting to kill a goddamn horse. Raping dead. Long live Turnip. It was glorious. One final sounding of the town tune before they 9/11'd all over it. In the end, the town centerpiece stood strong, holding our passion, pride, and equality in its big, thick branches. The glim glam tree stands tall. After the hardcore shitting around, the friends said their goodbyes, slowly signing off. Giganoin joined the fags, wanting in on whatever autistic after-party was being planned. This would be the last time our town and its members saw their original home. The last time Chris and Jep would see Solar Lake. The last time the server would hold the fags so they could enjoy their fun. It was later found out that Jimmy was tired of hearing people complain about the server. Oh well. What had become of the friends? Some say they went on to fuck with normies and ruin their shift. But will they ever return? You better fucking believe it. Jimmy got his Jimmy. Jimmy got his Jimmy's Russell. It's not even that funny. Glim appointed a wall to be made, one that must look Jimmy got his God dang. Jimmy got his Jim. It's not even that funny. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with this. Okay. Jimmy. Keek. Cack. I don't know, it just sounds kind of weird saying cack. Cack, what's with the libraries getting blown up? Cack, what's with the libraries and getting blown up? I don't know, just saying cack sounds weird. Maybe I can say it in a green voice. Okay. Just gotta like pinch myself or something. Just. Ow. Jimmy got his jimmies crossed. Jimmy got his jimmies rustled. I was so close. Jimmy got his jimmies rustled when the community complained about the absolute shittage. Yes! 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 Screw you, Tree, for making that so funny. Cack. 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 Keek. I don't know how to say it. It's like saying lol. A little later. Later. They 9/11'd all over it. All over it. It couldn't be said. God dang. After the hardcore shitting around, the friends said their goodbyes, slowly signing off. Digging on, join the fags, wanting to be in one with the artistic after party that was being planned. This would be the last time. I don't know how to talk. It was later found out that Jimmy was tired of hearing people complain about the server, because he's a little social justice warrior and he can't handle criticism in his little safe space. He should have had a little hub. It's okay, little Jimmy. It's okay. It's okay, little Jimmy. Whammy Demon Claw. It's okay. It's okay.